The Congress under the early nationalists trained the Indians in political affairs. So the Congress which were under the early nationalists, they trained the Indians so that they can do different types of political activities. That means giving lectures, conducting meetings, and awareness about their main rules and regulation to the local people. They educated them in political matters and familiarized them with ideas of freedom, government, democracy, secularism, nationalism, etc. So, the Congress, they used to educate them in political matters and help them to understand the ideas of freedom, what are the different rules and regulation of a government, how one should have vote, right to vote, okay, and how they can live together without any discrimination among themselves on the basis of caste, creed, sex, and so on, and what are the feelings of nationalism, that means love for the country. These knowledge of and training in political affairs help Indian nationalists to organize and raise the national movement to the next stage of development. So these all knowledge and training in the political affairs help Indian people or nationalists to organize and raise the different types of national movements so that they can take their movement to the next stage. The beliefs of the early nationalists, that is peaceful, orderly change and a secular approach to national problem, have acquired special relevance in today's world of violence and communal politics. So the belief of the early nationalists, that means to conduct the movement with peaceful, orderly change, and they wanted to secure or they wanted to make their you can say their movement secular. That means all people with respective of their caste come together and finally they should approach to the national problem so that we can live peacefully without any problem. Moderate approach to the complex problem of today is perhaps the only most viable solution that can heal our world. So with the help of moderate, that means whatever the moderates objective ideas and methods, they believe that if we will approach with the help of moderates ideas, we can overcome the problem and finally we can heal our world. By the beginning of the 20th century, the character of the national movement began to change. So by the end of 20th century, the character of national movement began to change. New trends appeared and the leadership of the Congress passed from hands of the early nationalists to those of the assertive nationalists. So slowly and gradually a new trend was established, and whatever the ideas, objective and methods of the early nationalists, that means moderates, it finally moved from them to the other party, that means other part of the Congress. They were the assertive nationalists.